If you're a wholesaler, flipper, developer, real estate agent, one change in how you run your real estate business can permanently change your life and business. It'll give you the momentum you're looking for that you see out there in the world where people are crushing deals left and right, having those six-figure profit months, even in the most competitive markets and environments. And I get it. You've been poking through books and podcasts and YouTube videos, and you know there's a missing piece to your business that you haven't solved yet. And that's what I'm about to give you in this video. I spent the last almost 8 years of my life focused on one thing and one thing only, sourcing as many off-market direct-to-seller real estate deals as possible. Today, I'm going to show you what no one tells you about that. Things that you have to learn by going through years and years and years in this business that I'm going to give you in 3 simple, practical frameworks in this video. Keep watching because knowing these 3 things is going to flip your business and life upside down forever. And at the end of the video, I'll share with you the most important thing you have to be doing here in 2025 and beyond if you want to be at the head of the pack in the real estate game. Now, let's get into the number one thing. It's super common. 99% of investors get this wrong, so I have to highlight it first. The first thing is this whole misconception about distressed property, distressed real estate. If you guys have watched my channel or others, you've heard people talk about if you want to do off-market deals, you have to chase down distressed real estate. But you have to understand distress isn't just financial trouble. It's not just someone going through a divorce or bankruptcy or tax delinquency or a probate situation. It's about 2 main things you have to keep top of mind: motivation and timing. And a lot of the times, the most profitable deals come from sellers who don't even realize they're interested in selling at the point when you reach out to them. The most successful investors I know, they focus on being a solutions provider, and they separate the human, the person, from the asset. And they look at both of those things separately, and that's how they solve the equation. Because when you think about it, sellers are not always desperate, but they usually are stuck. They're stuck in a situation they don't want to be in, or they wouldn't be talking to you, and they don't know a way out. And what you're really there to do is sell the vacation, not the plane flight, right? You're not there to sell the flight to the destination. You're there to sell what is going to look like on the other end of the rainbow when they're out of their current situation. They're no longer stuck. That's where the real opportunity lies. And the people that I know that do the most deals and make the most on deals, that's how they create value for their sellers. But here's where most investors mess up, even if you spend tens of thousands of dollars on marketing, is you toss aside leads that don't convert right away in the first 30 days, in the first 60 days, in the first 90 days. The real money is playing the long game. A lot of our deals historically come 3, 6, 9, 12, 24 months after our marketing goes out. And the goal is to get in front of people that have some kind of situational or asset distress. And you guys, most people are not going to fix up their own house. The game is identifying that motivation and then timing, staying in front of them until the day comes where they're ready to pull the trigger, press the button, and move on from that asset when they realize they're not going to do the work themselves. This is how Ben got one of his first assignment fees for $100,000, his first 6-figure fee, the exact same blueprint. It took him months and months and months, but he found the right seller with the right motivation. He found the right buyer with the right motivation, and he mastered the timing. He just stayed in the game, kept his head in it until it panned out. It's about building trust. If you can show sellers you're there to learn about them, to get to know them, to help them with their situation, and not just have this game of you against them trying to steal their house for under market value. That's how a lot of them feel when you first contact them. You put the person above the profit, you'll win every single time. So here's what you need to do. Focus on the seller's situation, not just the property. Have a CRM and follow up creatively over a long period of time. The first no is never the final answer. In our school community, we go through follow up and forensic level detail. We hand you word for word scripts, tools, and systems so you can plug them right into what you do in your business day in and day out. If you can do that, you'll turn leads that others ignore into deals that set you apart. The next truth might be the most important one and the reason you're really not where you want to be in your business yet. And that is the truth about metrics, and more importantly, vanity metrics. You know all those fancy numbers that you see online, people holding checks for 50 grand, 100 grand, talking about their flips, showing their wires, showing their HUD statements. Well, I've seen some crazy things, you guys. People holding up, construction loan draw checks as their profit, people faking wires, people stealing other people's screenshots. I mean, it's insane the flash you see online. The I own 1,000 unit stuff, I make $500,000 stuff, we've closed 2,000 deals. It all sounds very impressive, right? I mean, that's what gets a lot of people into the game, which isn't a bad thing. But the bad thing is you start shooting for a target that isn't reality. You start shooting for vanity metrics. But here's the reality, guys. Those are all misleading claims, and they hold you back because you start building yourself a prison. When someone says they own 1,000 units, you guys, more often than not, that means they are part of a syndication or they have syndicated themselves and they own somewhere between 1 and 5% of those units. When someone says they make $100,000 a month, that's usually their business revenue and they personally profit probably 10% of that actually net margin coming into their bank account every single month. And then my favorite one, when someone said they've done 2,000 deals, most of the time what that means is they're counting the deals their students have done. A lot of times they're just lying and making up a number. So here are the 4 numbers to focus on as you build your real estate business. 1, focus on net profit over revenue. No one cares about revenue. There's no one waiting to come give you an award for how much revenue you do. You are in the business of profit in real estate because you're not building a sellable enterprise. And even if you were, 1% of businesses sell. So why would you focus on that? You want to make sure you make money along the way. Quality over quantity in deals. It's amazing that you do a lot of deals, but you want to do deals that fit your buy box, your criteria, and again, your dream business. Don't just do deals to do deals. Lead to deal ratios, okay? This is the ultimate test of skill and the number one thing that matters. How many leads does it take you to do a deal? That takes into account your sales process, your systems, your marketing, your experience, your everything, your management. That's the ultimate test of how much skill you have, is how many leads it takes you to do a deal across the various marketing channels that you employ in your business. And the biggest one, if you are going to buy rentals, is focusing on actual cash flow. And actual cash flow is after everything is taken out, including your reserve account. So do not listen to people online bragging about, oh, I have a house that has a $2,000 a month mortgage and my rent's $2,500. That probably means they lose money on that every single month. So my main takeaway for you is don't get caught in the flashy stuff because that forces you, if you follow that, to build a prison. And I want you to build your dream business. Build the strategy and align with what you want out of your business. We have specific steps on how to do that in our school community, going from 1 to 2 deals a month all the way up to 15 plus deals per month. It's personalized to your business for every step investors will have to take to get there. Forget the gurus and their flashy screenshots and their Lambos. That stuff will not pay your bills or lead you to the business that you want. But if you're thinking that you're doing all those things and you're aligned and you're focusing on profit and you're paying attention to the metrics we just went over and it's still not working out for you the way you want it to be, well, this is probably what you're screwing up. I'm big on scaling the right thing. And if what you're doing isn't making money, my recommendation is not to scale it. It's to fix these few things instead. If you just do more of what's already not working, it's only going to get more complicated and less enjoyable. But if you focus on these 4 things, you'll have more deal flow than you can possibly imagine. Number 1 is start with 1 market and 1 marketing channel. A lot of you guys are in 4 different major counties or cities or states running 7 different marketing channels. You have to think of each marketing channel like a bridge. And if you half build a bridge, no cars are going to make it to the other side. So make sure you build each bridge to its complete other end, including market and marketing channel, before you move on. So then you can move cars across that bridge efficiently. 1 marketing channel, 1 market. That is how you simplify and make sure you get the basics right. If you add too many new things on top of each other, it's impossible to know what's going wrong and what you have to fix. So instead of chasing every shiny object, pick 1 marketing channel and master that process. Whether it's cold calling, direct mail, SMS, whatever you want to focus on, get so good at it that no one else can compete with you. We have like 300 training videos on each marketing channel in our community. And whether you learn it from us or someone else, just make sure you guys choose 1 thing and become world class at it. That is how I built my business to where I wanted it. I got world class at cold calling. The second thing is systems. And let me ask you this. Do you have a system that follows up with leads automatically? Do you know exactly how many leads it takes you to get a deal? Or are you just guessing on all this stuff? Guesswork kills businesses. Here is how the top guys build these systems in their business. 1, they automate their pipeline so no leads fall through the cracks. Most CRMs have some kind of automated nurture sequences and drip campaigns that you can build so nothing slips through the cracks. 2, they track all their numbers. You guys, if you aren't tracking your numbers, you are guessing. And guesswork in business means you are not a professional. And they build processes that make them more efficient. So all they have to focus on is sales and marketing, talking to as many sellers as possible and helping their team do that as well. That is what the top guys do. All they are focused on is how many sellers can we talk to? How many sellers can their teams talk to? Just like Brandon, who's a one-on-one client of mine, a client of ours for lead generation, is in our community, and he is using this system to turn over 2 to 3 contracts a month right now in his first year in the business. If you want to grow your business, you don't need more shiny tools. You need a system that actually works. You can do all this and still fail if you just focus on the next deal, which brings us to the next point and one of my favorites. Most investors are so caught up worrying about what they're going to make this month, they're not strategizing for years in advance. Here's a secret. Real estate and building your dream real estate business is not about quick wins and get rich quick. It's about building and compounding for the long term. This game is about building relationships, and relationships scale faster than anything. It's creating a reputation in your market that sellers can actually trust. And 3, 5, 10 years from now, that reputation pays off in a massive way. Every deal, system, process, every piece of leverage you create is building the foundation of your business for next year, 2 years out in the future. The question is, are you building something that lasts, or are you just trying to get rich quick? Finally, let's talk about what every single one of you guys has to be doing here in 2025. And that is learning how to actually source your own inventory. See, if you're a flipper, wholesaler, developer that is reliant on the market, the MLS, wholesalers to find your own deals, you will lose long term. If you just pay $20,000 in an assignment fee or agent commissions and you do 10 deals per year, that's $200,000 per year. Over a 10-year career, that's $2 million. 20-year career, $4 million that you pay out of your pocket to other people. It's a massive, massive, massive problem that you need to solve, but it's not a $10,000 issue. The best deals aren't on the MLS. They're not sitting with agents. They're not waiting for you to come get them. They're not coming from other people in the market. The best deals are the ones that you source yourself. There's no deal like the one you source yourself. The investors who win in this game long term, they go direct to seller. They know how to find motivated sellers, run a sales process at scale, and sign their own deals and build their own inventory internally. If you can master sourcing off-market deals, you'll never have to worry about your competition. Because while everyone is fighting over scraps, you'll grab the most profitable opportunities that other people just cannot simply touch. It's the exact strategy we teach inside our community that's helping people from newbie to someone doing 20 deals plus a month build their dream business. So if you're tired of guessing, struggling with inconsistent deals, or feeling stuck, this is your opportunity to learn how to focus, simplify, and finally take control. Feel free to check out our community down in the link below and come hang out with 300 plus active investors learning the tools and the tricks of the game to actually build your dream business and not a prison. The best part, it's $27 a month, and it's better than any $30,000 program that you've ever paid for. If you like the value, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to be putting out videos like this weekly, helping you build your dream real estate business and not a prison. Remember, you're only one deal away.